Welcome to the Elusive Truth by the Rich and Larry Show. Today we talk a little bit about the vaccination and the COVID virus. There's so much misinformation floating around that it will take a long time for us to fully understand this. So please sit back and enjoy jumping down the rabbit hole.
Oh, perfect.
All right, buddy. So how are you doing today?
Oh, great, man. Had a good Christmas holiday, a 3-day weekend, and, I think we need these kind of days of rest.
Oh, yes, especially since the crazy year that we've had in 2020. It was nice to be able to spend some time with some family, relax a little bit, enjoy the holidays as we like to before this crazy government tries to tell us how to do next Christmas.
I wonder what the theme of the New Year's Eve parties is going to be.
Don't know. The only good thing is that when I went online on YouTube and looked at New York City Live, they're setting up for dropping the ball. So they're going to have some people there. Maybe they're all going to be 6 foot apart. But every time I seen the ball drop, that place is packed. There ain't no one 6 foot apart.
Well, I'm thinking it's just going to be everyone talking that 2021 is going to be the next greatest year.
Well, unfortunately, the big joke is that 2021 turns 21. It's going to be a drunk year, so it's going to be worse.
2021 is going to be a what year?
So 2021 is going to be an alcohol-infused, crazy, some kind of crazy year.
Well, I think we don't even want to hear the word 2020 anymore.
If we go something like what I was talking about, 2021, then don't come to Portland where all the drugs are illegal and it's a utopia for meth heads and Kool-Aid people and all that good stuff.
Yes, indeed. It's sister city to San Francisco.
Minneapolis. It's just unbelievable stuff happening here.
Well, what have you heard? Anything about the vaccine rollout?
We talked about that one nurse who fainted on live television after getting the vaccination. And,
yes.
And then lately, what was yesterday, I heard a doctor had allergic reaction to the vaccination. Not a lot of people have gotten it yet because they're still trying to figure out who's supposed to get them. The Democrats are saying that black people should get it first.
Add the Hispanics to that, black and Hispanics.
Right. We get rid of them first and then get rid of the whites, I guess. I don't know. It's ridiculous. And it should be the people that need it the most. Like first responders, the people working in hospitals. Apparently Nancy Pelosi got hers and, Biden is getting his or got his already.
So-called. You don't think they got shots of saline solution?
I'm not giving the injection. I wasn't there, so we have to take it for their word. And obviously their word is nothing at this point.
Yeah, and Fauci got the Moderna vaccine, and everyone was praising Pfizer's for being a stronger percentage.
See, that Dr. Fauci can't make up his mind. 1 minute in the beginning of all this, masks do not do anything. They're ineffective. And then halfway through the pandemic, now we must wear a mask because they're 100% fail-safe. And then we have Dr. Fauci now apparently lied to everybody about herd immunity to help force more vaccinations. I mean, it's amazing the stuff that's coming out. I don't understand why Dr. Fauci wasn't fired long time ago for...
Why does anyone take him seriously? This is all about his fame. He was a laboratory doctor, and nobody even knew the name before this.
Well,
now it's a household name.
Right.
He loves it. He goes to basketball games, and everybody, there's Fauci.
Oh, yeah, he thinks he's a darn celebrity, and unfortunately, he's been implicated in this thing way back in the very, very beginning. I don't know the guy. I only hear what I watch on TV and comments from other people. In my opinion, that there's something wrong with him. He is not for us.
Oh, I couldn't agree with you more. As a matter of fact, that guy is completely misleading the public. And you'll never get him to say it's okay to ever go again without a mask or ever kiss someone again or ever go in public.
Yeah. See, I don't understand why he just couldn't tell the truth. I mean, that guy could be a hero, a national hero. But yet he took the low road with the Democrats and spun his little tail in his little web of lies and deceit. And now he's the boy that cried wolf. So I don't know. I can't believe him anymore. I have nothing. He's not my guy.
I'm with you there completely. Did you hear what Tucker Carlson said about the vaccine rollout?
No.
Kid cute one-liner. He said, this rollout feels too false and too slick.
Right from the beginning, all the crap that President Trump got for trying to say I'm going to have a vaccination by the end of the year, all the naysayers, and that'll never ever happen, to it finally happening. And now here again, we're going against all of our traditional ways of having vaccinations come out. We're all now guinea pigs, I guess, because there's been no study on this. It doesn't make any sense. And like that video that I sent to you, that he explained what the vaccination is and how it works within the body and the immune system and how it can't mutate. It's how vaccinations work, and why that if you even get this vaccination, you're not going to be immune from the second wave or the third wave. It ain't
going to do you any good. You're right. This is ridiculous. I mean, remember the old French philosopher Voltaire? You could look up Voltaire. The guy stood for everything back in the 1600s. Incredible philosopher, and the whole American Constitution was kind of based on a lot of his principle. He had said back in the 1600s, it says, those who can make you believe absurdities, which is, what's going on right now.
Right.
Can make you commit atrocities.
When you're in a group, you act differently than you would do individually and vice versa. So, no, I see that happening a lot. And this is coming from, our colleges, our schools, our teachers are placing these little tidbits in our youngsters. And here we are. We want free everything.
Oh, that's another week's worth of talk there, Rich.
Exactly.
It wouldn't even go there, man.
I know.
But I just wanted to tell you about the new strain that's supposedly out in 5 countries in Europe.
See,
Italy, Denmark, Netherlands,
UK, I heard.
Australia.
The only thing I heard, it's 70% more contagious.
We shouldn't even be listening to any of the BS.
It's hard to.
It's everywhere. So the vaccine really you're going to take now won't even stop the new strain. So it's all futile to take a vaccine.
The vaccination only works for this particular strain because they don't use the entire virus while they do this. They just take a dead part, a small part of it, and it's like a puzzle, as he described it. So it's only good for this particular strain, and other strains, just like the flu every year. You get a flu shot. They hope that they covered the strain that's going to hit you, and next year, guess what? You got to do it again because it doesn't work on the new strain. And how long have we been a country? Over 200 years. Right? So all of a sudden in 2020, we decide that, the sweet and sour sniffles has now shut down the country, devastated businesses and restaurants and lives, and all the suicides that have been happening, and the rise of BLM and Antifa and all the craziness going on.
We're not crazy. You're right. We're level-headed, research-minded, intellectual thinkers. We're not crazy.
And one of the big things that Dr. Z made a big point in telling us was the vaccinations are only meant to reduce symptoms, to keep you basically out of the hospital. So if this keeps you out of the hospital, they consider it a success, but you still get the flu. You still have to go through the couple weeks, the month, or depending on how bad off you are, because obviously it does kill somebody. It's killing people, but...
Well, you know what the CDC has now confirmed? They got a new acronym out there.
Oh,
they got the PIC out there.
Okay.
They have now said that we were confirming we can add all pneumonia for the pneumonia, and influenza, and C for COVID. They're putting all of those into the COVID death tally.
Oh, jeez. What is it?
Yeah.
And we can't get
this
any
is straight
accuracy
from the CDC. Now they're adding all these to it.
And we've heard all the strange stories, if you're skydiving and you parachute and open up that COVID, truck drivers smashing into other cars on icy roads. So that was COVID's fault. The information that we're getting this day it's so hard to find out what's really true and what's a bunch of misinformation.
Well, how did they ever come up with prioritizing all the POCs, the people of color, that get the priority after the healthcare workers?
I thought the whole reason that President Trump was using the military to roll this out so everybody can get it right away and not have to worry about who gets it first, who gets it last. From what I understand now is that you get one vaccination and then 21 days later you have to get another vaccination.
Well, that's if you want it to work.
I don't know. And like I said, not being a medical doctor or anything like that. And we're supposed to trust doctors with our lives with information like this. But again, you go online and I swear there's half the doctors saying it's bullshit and the other half are saying it's real. The other half are saying that, it's not as bad, and others are saying hospitals are full. But I guess what's happening now in the second wave is that there's more people being admitted to the hospital because they are actually sicker.
Well,
I don't work in a hospital. I don't go to the hospitals. I stay away from hospitals because if any place that I think COVID's going to be, it's going to be in a hospital. So I stay away from the hospital.
Yeah. Hospitals are for sick people.
Exactly. If you're not
My
sick,
friend, his wife, they just had a baby, and they went and they paid the high price for a birthing center that wasn't full of COVID freaks.
Well, that makes sense. That the last thing you want to do.
He says, "Oh, I'm not going to hospital. We'll pay the extra price to go to, birthing center."
Right. Very smart at this day and age.
That is, and you mentioning hospitals, it's just like what this vaccine is to me is they're using it more or less as an experiment, and the ones getting it are guinea pigs.
Oh, I believe so.
I hate to say that, but we don't know shit about this vaccine yet. There's too much speculation around it.
No trial runs, there's nothing. It's on the fly. So obviously people are getting sick from it. Some are going to have reactions to it, but everybody's different. It's not going to work the same for everybody.
What are they doing in Africa? What are they doing in India? What are they doing in China? Have we ever gotten any of that on our world news?
Problem with China is because it's communism, we can only get their side of the story. And there's no one there to confirm or deny. Or one of the other things I heard is that Dr. Fauci, it was actually Bill Gates, is wondering why in Africa that this COVID-19 is not as bad there. He doesn't know why. And they don't have vaccinations there yet. Apparently, it's not as bad in Africa as it is in Italy or United States and all these other countries. Again, this is, I'm not in Africa. I can't tell you if it's worse or better than here or there. I can only see what I see on my street, and I don't see people dropping. So it's a very hard thing to happen.
Yeah.
And to understand this, I guess it goes down to, personal experience and, people like you and me talking, finding out what's really going on there.
I know, man. We're jumping all over the board every time we talk because we don't really hear squat.
Yes, actually.
We got to do all of our own digging and research to find anything out.
And his name is Duck Vong, Dr. Duck C. Vong.
Okay.
That was he was the one that was giving us the information. The way he explains it, it makes sense. And he's not telling you not to take it. He's actually trying to explain why we didn't meet that curve because we opened up too soon. Again, this is just somebody I was been introduced to, but he made sense when he explained vaccinations. That's where we are today.
Well, everybody that's in the medical field, they're always going to cover their butt. They're only going to tell us a little bit that they know.
Time will tell and will show us what we did right and obviously what we did wrong. With that, here we go. We got another show done under our belt, and we still have so much to talk about. The election, the new year coming up, a story developing out of Tennessee, crazed bomber again, and just so much stuff happening there and so much stuff not adding up once again. It'll be amazing to see what really comes out of this in the next few weeks.
It is going to be amazing because we Americans have lost a lot of faith in the FBI doing anything anymore since Comey and Strzok and Page and all the others, Rosenstein and you name it.
Yes.
So really, as soon as they get involved, now we're sheltered from the truth. So we'll just have to play it out and see.
Downtown Nashville, FBI, ATF, all these agencies roll in, but this is considered a terrorist threat, so where's Department of Homeland Security? I thought that's what they dealt with.
Right.
But no, ATF, I understand, because of a bomb, and FBI, because they're there, but where's Department of Homeland Security? What's going on there? They're the ones that are shutting things down and trying to protect us from, terrorists, and not one blip out of those guys.
It's just too bizarre. I even saw a video of the RV sitting there, and the flash went off across the street from the RV. It wasn't the RV that detonated it.
And that's where we're saying is that I know we have a whole nother episode on this.
And we're going to hear there was DEWs, a little direct energy weapons involved.
Unbelievable.
And that's the country music capital of America.
And we'll talk about this because, like I said, again, 6:30 in the morning, Christmas morning.
Christmas Day, yes.
That obviously that meant something because that...
It could be a distraction. Never know what they're coming up with. Or it could be desperation, I believe.
Exactly.
They got rid of things, but we'll get it going there, Rich.
Absolutely, my friend. Well, thank you very much. Appreciate talking to you again.
Always.
Happy holidays to you, and have a great evening, and we will talk to you soon.
Thank you so much. Yes, you will. Thank you, bud.
And you have a good night.
Have a good night, too. Bye-bye.
Bye.